This is the new MX Master 4 mouse, and it comes by itself, a dongle, and a USB-C cord. But first, let's know your mouse. Here you'll see, of course, the large scroll wheel with a button above it. This switches it between smooth and clicky scrolling. On the side, you see this thumb wheel for horizontal scrolling, as well as these 3 buttons for back, forward, and the new location for the gesture button. On the bottom, we have the power off switch, the easy switch button, which pairs between 3 different devices, the USB-C charging port, and exposed screws if you want to open it for repairs. Once you turn it on, you'll immediately feel haptic feedback and blinking lights. If it's blinking fast, it means it's ready to connect. If it's not blinking fast, press and hold the easy switch button for 3 seconds and it should start. If you want to change the device that you've paired to, let's say you have all 3 already a different device, just again, press and hold for 3 seconds and you can start a newer connection. You can also use the Logi Bolt receiver into a USB-C port of your choice. It should be a little bit faster, but I've been using MX Masters for years now and never had an issue. To get the most out of this, you're going to need the software called Logi Options Plus. Without it, you lose a lot of the functions that make this mouse worth $120, at least to me, of course. The action rings, the haptic, the custom button mapping, the gesture button won't work without this software. Also, if you're coming over from, let's say, the MX Master 3 or 3S, you have the ability, once you open up the Logi Options Plus, to then copy all of your old settings onto the new MX4, which is really cool. Unfortunately, you might have some issues installing it if you, let's say, for your work laptop for corporate IT restrictions. You should be able to get it past. I was able to quickly download it with no issues on my end. Check with your work first if you want to use this as your main work tool. Here's some quick charging facts. 1 minute charge should give you 3 hours of use. Full charge, 70 days. I haven't had any issues with my MX Master 3 or MX Master 3S. For battery life, these things are workhorses. And I expect the same for this as well. And of course, you can use any USB-C cable to plug it in and it should work. This is not a wired mouse, so you can only use it wirelessly, of course, and use the cord for charging. The core features you should know is the max speed scroll wheel. There are 2 modes you can use. One, you can have a very precise line by line scroll. But if you speed it up, you'll have almost infinite scroll. If you, for some reason, need to scroll that much all the time, you can just activate this and have it smooth free spin for your longer documents. You can also, within Logi Options Plus, change this button. So maybe if you only use one, you don't need to have this button wasted. Plus, you also have the ability to change modes, change the scrolling force, or disable auto switching entirely. Personally, I like to use it for something else, but it's up to you. We also have the new gesture button. The cool thing about this is this used to be on the M3S, this whole section, now placed over here so that way they can make more room for the haptic ring. Now you have the thumb wheel which scrolls horizontally side by default. Plus, you can adjust this for zooming in and out of PowerPoint, changing your brush size in Photoshop, navigating timeline in Premiere Pro, switching browser tabs, controlling volume. There's so many different things. As for the gesture buttons, this allows you to use it for multiple functions. Just pressing it is its own action, but if you hold it down and use any of the 4 cardinal directions, hold up, hold down, hold left or right, you can have some default actions. So up could be start menu, down could be show and hide your desktop, left and right could be switch your desktops or shift your programs. So many different things you can do. And of course, you can always reassign them to whatever you want. Now there's a haptic sense panel. And if you press this flat area, it opens up the action ring. This is a customizable on-screen menu of shortcuts, which you can change. Let's look at some of the basic ones. So right here, you can adjust your volume. And if you use the scroll wheel, you can raise brightness, same thing. And of course, you can change these to whatever you want. These map onto any program or software. So think about what are the applications that you use regularly that maybe you don't need to reach for the keyboard. This is not meant for gaming. It is slightly heavier than the MX Master 3S. Also, it seems that there is not a left-handed version of this yet. Logitech does make left-handed versions for some of their mice. This is one of their most popular mice. I'm sure this will happen, but unfortunately they weren't launched with a left-handed version. This doesn't have any onboarded memory. So the settings live on your computer, not your mouse. If you move to a different computer without Logi Options Plus, you could lose all of those customizations. This could be a deal breaker for some corporate environments with very harsh software restrictions. One thing I think you will like about these is the former Logitech mice had this sticky material. It was great for grip, but as you can see here with oils, it just doesn't look or feel great after years of use. This has a nice, almost plastic material all around, so it probably will have a nicer finish all along. Although the haptic panel does have that rubberiness to it, so we'll see how that lasts after a good year. If you have any questions about this, let me know. I'll try to help you the best that I can. And you can watch my full review of this as well as a comparison between it and the Logitech MX Master 3S. And I think my wife has my old MX Master 3. So stay tuned.